Okay, why is this so nerve-wracking? Oh my goodness. Just talking to my camera in the void. Hi. Oh my god. So, it's New Year's Eve, and I'm approaching the last year of my 20s. That does not sound natural at all. Oh my gosh, how do I do this? Oh my god, okay. Hi everyone, my name is Vanessa, and today is New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2025, and I'm approaching the last year of my 20s. I am 28 and a half, a little bit older than that, but I'm turning 29 in February, and I don't know, it just kind of like hit me that like my 20s is about to be over, and something was calling to me to like put this out there. Maybe right now I don't know why, but I don't know. And I wrote notes, but like my brain is still like trying to process what I'm trying to process what I'm feeling. But you know, I've had a very interesting 20s. The first half of my 20s was crazy and a mess, and then the middle half was like so different. And like literally 25, my brain developed like everybody else's, and my pre-25 years, I was such a different person than who I am now. And even I'm today at 28, I am still a different person than I am 3 years ago when I turned 25. It's crazy. I mean, I know that's how aging and life works, but I know 20s is a very interesting time for everybody. Like, that's no secret. We've all gone through this. We all have different journeys, but like, I personally, I'm not afraid of aging. I know the idea of turning 30 might seem daunting. I mean, I guess in a way it does seem daunting, but like, I mean, maybe I'll feel differently when it's like this time next year and I'm 29. I'm like, oh my god, I'm turning 30 in 2 months. But I know it's like a complex feeling, and I guess I wanted to document the last year of my 20s just for myself, for the memories, and then also maybe for anyone who may be watching this who also probably feels very conflicted about, you know, ending their 20s. I don't know. But like, I'm just me. I'm just average Vanessa. I used to make videos, vlogs when I was in college. I can't believe that was like 5 years ago. That's crazy. And then a little bit after I graduated college, that's during like COVID and whatnot, and I really enjoyed them. I really, really did. And even though some of them kind of cringe, I rewatched them. Looking back, I'm really glad I did, because, you know, again, I have those memories, and during that time I did, you know, make a connection with some people, and it was really cool. And I don't really care about like numbers like that, so even if just like 5 people or even just like 1 person watched it, it was like really cool to me. And I always saw it as like, there was like this quote or something I always read on social media, like, you know, 5 views might not seem like a lot, but like, think about like if you're in a meeting room and you're presenting to 5 people, you know, that's kind of a lot. And then obviously as it increased, so, but yeah, so I guess what I want to do is just to go back to making vlogs. My life has changed so much. I have just an average life. So like, I'm the oldest daughter. If you know, you know. And I'm also the first everything, the first daughter, the first granddaughter, niece, cousin, and that alone is its own experience. And I'm going to back to grad school. This is my 3rd attempt, which is a story for another time. But I'm going to get my master's in arts and teaching. That's something I've been wanting to do since before I even graduated undergrad. I went to UMass Boston and I got my degree in English. So that'll be an interesting chapter I'm starting, where I do have a full-time job, and I'm staying at my full-time job. I've been there for a few years now, and so I'll be working full-time and going to school part-time, and that'll be interesting. And I feel like I haven't seen a lot of people make videos like that, or at least the ones that I have seen was from years ago, which makes sense because grad school is hard, and also living your life at the same time is hard. But I wanted to like dabble into that. And like I like to travel. I have some travel vlogs already from the past, but you know, I'm born and raised in Massachusetts, so I like to travel around New England and other places. Other things that I probably will be showing is like I like to crochet. I started doing that this year in February, so it's almost a year since I've been doing that. I'm currently working on a project right now. It's a mess because I had to start over, but I'm making my cat a pillow for his bassinet. I thrifted him a bassinet, which I also like to thrift, so I'm sure I'll be showing videos of that. I'm a cat mom. I have 2 cat boys. I love music. I love WWE. I like to read. I actually have to go through my bookshelf because my to be read list is crazy. I went through a reading slump, but I'm slowly getting back into it. I like to write. I used to do blog writing and creative writing. I still like to do that, but I've kind of been in a slump, so I'm hoping to get back into that. And I'm also just going through my own personal journeys like everyone else, with like my health and my spirituality and like my finances, and that's a lot that I need to work on. And I've already started doing that, but like obviously I want to progress. My self-discipline and consistency is trash, and I'm hoping to improve that. And I want to say recently, but I was diagnosed with ADHD 2-3 years ago, and you know, I hear it's common for women to be diagnosed later on in their 20s, so that's something that like I'm still like working with. You know, I wrote notes so I wouldn't ramble because I ramble a lot, and I did take my medicine. I actually remembered to take it today, but I still feel like I'm rambling. But I don't know, maybe that's interesting and relatable, and I just, you know, I like these, you know, I like the aesthetic of vlogs, you know, to an extent, but I feel like, you know, every now and then you just want to see a regular somebody, you know, living their life. I don't know if it makes, I know for me, sometimes watching videos of other average life vloggers, it makes me feel better about my life, or like if I'm going through stuff and I see they're going through stuff, it's like, yay, we're suffering together. I don't know. I know like when I used to make videos, I used to like struggle with trying to do like what everyone else is doing in terms of like editing, and like right now I'm filming on an iPhone because I'm not buying a brand new camera, at least right now, for something like this. I'm hoping I stick with it though, but like all that stuff, like realistically I'm lazy, and you know, if my video clips and my montages does the job, it does the job. The quality is not that trash. You can see me, you can hear me, whatever. I'm sure I'll upgrade at some point. Probably not. I don't know. My all my other old vlogs, I literally filmed them on my iPhone, and I use iMovie on my iPad, and it did the job. So I don't know. Like I said, I just felt really called to make something like this. I don't know what's gonna come out of it. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I have a lot of experiences, a lot of things that I like to share. So I guess I'll figure it out as the time goes, but this is just supposed to be like a little introduction video. So yeah. I'm trying to revive my blog, so I'm sure if I'm not making what I lack in like my videos, I'm sure I'll have like blog posts about it, and like if you're interested in reading them, I'll have to figure out how to like make a newsletter or something like that. I'll share the link. And I think the biggest hurdle is just like really showing my personality, because I'm kind of like shy and quiet in real life, and like right now I'm in my bedroom, and like if I were to do this in public, I'd probably be like crumbling. But like I gotta get over that, you know, and there's a lot of things that I'm learning and whatnot. And yeah, this has been 10 minutes of me rambling. So if you see this and you're also like in the same boat as me and ending your 20s and just living your life, I can't talk. Feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, whatever. I'm not really on social media right now. I'm trying to do a detox, you know, because social media is social media. But yeah, so I guess I'll see you in the next vlog. Okay, bye!